The worst place to get your Zepbound and the best pharmacy to get your Zepbound. Hi friends, I'm Elizabeth, Countess of Shopping. I have been on GLP-1 medication the last 21 months, losing over 93 pounds, and I am super stoked today to talk about my experience, strength, and hope for the best places, the best pharmacy to get Zepbound, and the worst pharmacy to get Zepbound. Many of you guys have asked, and in my free encouragement group, which by the way, I'll link all of my resources down in the description link below. But I wanted to dive in today. I just got off the soccer field for my kids' soccer game, and I've gotten this question so much that I was like, I'm just going to make a video on it, going through my experience that will hopefully help you during the Zepbound shortage. Now, many of you guys know I did do TIRZEPATIDE compound through Join Fridays because Join Fridays is my favorite telehealth provider. You can use the discount code QUEEN. They prescribe both brand names, meaning like Zepbound, WEGOVY, but they also prescribe compounds. Compound, the gift of compound that keeps on giving is that it gets shipped to your house. And that is the one thing I miss. I have not ever used a Zepbound delivery for my from my pharmacy, for example. I've had to go to the pharmacy to physically go pick it up, which is kind of annoying. This, full disclosure, is simply my experience, strength, and hope. Anything medical, always go talk to your own healthcare provider. And of course, there's gonna be discrepancies because this is just where I live, which is in rural Virginia. If you live in another state, you very well may have a very opposite experience from mine. And so this is just a generalization of what I went through. And of course, it very well could be different in your neck of the woods. So take it for a grain of salt or take it for not that. But I did want to give you the absolute best. We're going to talk about that one too, because it's been an undercover secret that I've never talked about in a video. So stay till the end and I'll make sure I spill the beans of like my kept secret of where I physically get my prescription. So the worst place where I've gotten Zepbound, and it was actually when I first started, I started on Mounjaro. Back 21 months ago, I started on Mounjaro. Right as it came out, I was one of the first early adopters to take it. Everyone said I was going to get 5 heads from taking Mounjaro, and I was like, I'm willing to take the risk to try GLP-1 medication to see, like, I need help. And so it did help dramatically and has dramatically changed my life. When I first went to go get the prescription, the worst places I went, it wasn't actually worse. The first one was CVS. CVS was actually awesome. They just cannot keep Zepbound at all or Mounjaro at all in stock where I live. And I love CVS. I'm a big CVS lover. We go there for other prescriptions and things like that, but they just could not keep it in stock. So for that reason, I had to go find it elsewhere, particularly with the Mounjaro shortage and the Zepbound shortage. And so that was a bummer because I really like CVS. Then I went to Walgreens. Walgreens, which again, we use for prescriptions for other things, but I've actually stopped out of pure integrity going to them, is how horribly I was treated. It was horrible. I literally left in tears. The woman at Walgreens was practically screaming at me. And so as a woman who wants to treat people with respect, I will always walk into an establishment and try to be super friendly and kind because I've worked in customer service. I waitressed and bartended for many years throughout college and after college. And so I know dealing with the public, you can encounter a lot of nice people, not nice people. And so I always like to give the benefit of the doubt. So I tried all my tricks of being really, really kind. No, it was humiliating is the word that I would use. Walgreens, it was less than dignity. It was less than like, I got treated like trash. And that was crazy to me because I don't encounter that on a daily basis. Like I'm going to be with love and kindness and hopefully they treat me back with love and kindness. And if not, I'll give the benefit of the doubt, but it was not helpful, not friendly, not kind, not nice, not any of that. And so therefore we don't go there. Like we try to not get our prescriptions filled there just because it was such an unfriendly environment. Now, some of you in my free encouragement group have raved about your Walgreens in your neck of the woods, but many of you have also said you've had similar experiences where the customer service was just and so my apologies for anybody, like that was my experience. And again, like I said, that very well could just be a geographic thing where I live, not nationwide. Many of you have had great experiences and also have had not great experiences. In addition, they didn't have it in stock either. So not getting treated like garbage. And then also that was like the worst place. And so as a result of that experience, Walgreens, I won't be going, like we have switched to not go there. And again, I do like to give people the benefit of the doubt, but to have that extreme of literally where it made me cry, because I was treated so poorly. No, like, no, we're not. So that was the next one. The next place I try to go is, you guys know I love Costco. Here on Countess of Shopping, I've done actually Costco Zepbound Costco grocery hauls, where I show you what I buy from Costco and like, here's what's helping me to lose 93 pounds from Costco. Watch those other videos. Make sure you click that like and subscribe button. You can check those out. But the pharmacy where I live, they never have it in stock. I still sometimes call, like over the last almost 2 years, I call occasionally. I'm like, do you guys have it? And they don't. So it's just really never in stock, and which is a bummer because I love Costco. These glasses are actually from Costco. These are the Gucci, many you guys asked them, they're the Gucci glasses. And I've got a couple of other, I got another pair. My husband got, if you haven't got your glasses from Costco, oh my gosh, these glasses normally, like I had paid for my last pair like $1,000 from, and these were amazing price point from Costco, and contacts too, just FYI. I digress. I wish I could get my prescription there, but the price point there, actually, I looked on GoodRx for Zepbound, and GoodRx said that the price, it was the same price point across the board with that. Next was Target. I love Target. To go pick up my prescription at Target, you know how happy I would be? Go shop around Target and then go get my prescription, but they also never have it in my area. Do you guys get it at Target? Tell me in the comments below. I'm super, super curious where you get it. And if you get mail order shipment, because of the shortage, our insurance, I can't go through my insurance, so it's really not an option for me to have mail order. I wish I could. I would love to get my Zepbound shipped to me, but because of the shortage, also it has behooved me to be able to like immediately go when the prescription is ready to be filled, and that's been one of my giftings during the Zepbound shortage. So I wish I could go to Target, but unfortunately that just hasn't worked out well for me. Sam's Club is another one, much like Costco. Unfortunately, just it hasn't worked out, which is a bummer-roonie. And many of you have also said for you, your best spots were mom and pop pharmacies. That this worked really, really well for you and other people in other states and other locations. We have mom and pop. Oh my gosh, I think it was my Sheets coffee. Holy chips, I caught that like a cat, like reflexes. I'm like super proud of myself. I'm dropping everything. I need to clean up my studio. I need to clean up my studio. We were talking about mom and pop pharmacies. So I didn't spill coffee on myself, thank goodness. Mom and pop pharmacies. So I wish I could go to one. I would love to support a mom and pop pharmacy, but that has not worked out well for me. But for many of you, it has worked out well. So I have not physically tried mail order pharmacies of like through your insurance. You know how, like, for example, I could get some of my other prescriptions, I get them shipped to me, and that's amazing. And mom and pops, I wish I could do them and support them because I love mom and pop businesses, but it's not easy where I live. It's not super easy. So this is the drum roll. If you've made it this far in the video, the best place, and this, by the way, is somewhat nationwide. I was telling my husband, I was like, do I really want to tell everybody where I get it? Because I feel like everyone's then I'm not gonna be able to get it with the shortage, but it's already a shortage anyway, so what does it really matter? The best place I get my Zepbound is Walmart. Walmart, hands down, the House of Wall is so fabulous. They are so fabulous. The Walmart that I go to are so nice. It's so clean. They're so friendly. They're on the ball as to getting the stock. They're super communicative. I get text messages like, hey, your things are like, they give somebody text, which I appreciate the text message system. The whole process is easy, except for parking in Walmart. I don't really like that. Other than that, it is the best experience. Treated with dignity, treated with kindness. The pharmacists know me. I know them. I call them by their first name. They know me when I roll up. It's the most amazing experience. Walmart. Who knew? Zepbound Walmart, Mounjaro Walmart, Walmart. And the Walmart in which I go to, it's a new, like they were new, they had, what's the word? Recently been renovated. So it's like new, like I think that may be one of the hinge pins of why this particular Walmart's so good is it was recently renovated. it's so new and fresh seemingly. And so I don't know, for a tip for you, if you have the choice between like a dumpy frumpy Walmart and like an up zhazhad one, this one is on point because I've tried to get from other Walmarts too, and some of them have been dumpy frumpy. They're like a little sad flower. And so, but then I've also had other experiences with other Walmarts in the area who've also equally been fabulous. They're just further away. If you guys saw that one video last year, not, yeah, it was 2 years, 2 winters ago. It was like the snow was coming. It was near the holiday season. I was literally on the border of West Virginia trying to get my prescription. And they were so nice. They were so, so very nice. And I got my, anyways, Walmart has been fantastic. The whole system has been exceptional. Now, don't steal my prescription from me. Not that you're going to steal my prescription from me, but you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's a common when people are like, oh, Walmart, like there's like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge for other people who go to the House of Wall. It is amazing. Walmart is fantastic in the US. Now, I know we do have international folks. If you are international, I'm super curious where you get your prescription. If you're getting it mail ordered, we have so many viewers from the UK and Australia and other places too. Super, super curious where you get your prescription. But I love Walmart. I love Walmart. And every time I have a chance to take a Walmart survey, I always do it because I have my favorite pharmacists who are always so nice. They look out for my best interest. They're the ones that had alerted me about the Zepbound coupon savings, the Zepbound savings card changes. They are on the ball. And so if you're having problems with the Zepbound shortage, it's Walmart over the last, I switched over, gosh, how long is it? A year and a half, more than a year and a half, I've been going to the House of Wall. They have been fabulous. So that's my recommendation during the shortage. If you're like, I don't know where to go, Walmart. Fabulous. And like I said, if I could go to Costco or some of the other places, and as we progress, I do feel like I'll be on Zepbound the rest of my life, as with the information I have right now. And I mean, Zepbound or GLP-1 medication, as like I'm waiting for retatrutide to come out. I am waiting with bated breath. And as we have more information, obviously I would switch. But I do think I'll be, so once we get out of shortage, so to speak, I would like to have mail order. I would love to have that option. Now, I got back from my PA, many of you guys, I was telling about PA prior authorization through Join Fridays. They have a whole PA department for Zepbound to try to get prior, and for WEGOVY too, for GLP-1 medication. Through your insurance, they do the paper pushing. And so my first round with my PA got not approved, which stunk. That stunk, but they're gonna try again a different route for me, so that's good news. And I've got like the paperwork that my insurance company sent me. It's interesting to me, they want me to try WEGOVY, which I'm not against being on a semaglutide, like I'm not against that, but Zepbound, with having the GLP-1 medication, it has on there the 2 receptors for Zepbound versus WEGOVY has 1. And so there's slightly better data with that. And so anyways, I may switch over to WEGOVY, which if I could get WEGOVY, then I potentially could get mail order. But many of you guys have said with mail order, that you still experience delays, but then I just don't have to schlep out of my house because round trip, it's like over 30 minutes to get to this pharmacy, 30 minutes home, and then walking in. So it's about an hour and a half commitment to go get my prescription. Every 23 days is when I can refill. So every 23 days, I'm like, if it's in stock, right? Like if it's not in stock, obviously more than that. So I would eventually love to move to mail order. Like that's the ultimate goal, just to have my prescription mailed to me, like how I did with TIRZEPATIDE. Now I did a whole video. Many of you people were questioning why I stopped TIRZEPATIDE. I love TIRZEPATIDE. It worked great for me. I just like having the pen as the injection. Doing the vial through the needle, I just wasn't a huge, for me, looking at the needle going in I wasn't a huge fan of. It wasn't that big of a deal. It didn't really hurt. It was just actually watching. I'd rather have the option just to do the pen. The pen takes me 2 minutes. This took me like 20, 25 minutes. Many of you are like, Elizabeth, this takes 2 minutes too. And it does. It doesn't take that long. That was just my experience. And so I will be open to that if Zepbound is not available, or if I'm going more than a certain pocket of being able to get my medication, I will in a heartbeat go back to the Zepbound compound, or semaglutide compound as well, because I can get that mail ordered, I can get that shipped to my house. So, and the biggest thing to think about too, is as we're going in, Zepbound cannot be frozen, just FYI. It can be at room temperature, actually up for 21 days. The paperwork for Zepbound tells us, just FYI in terms of that. Many of you guys have asked about travel, why I use a travel cooler with them. And I've talked about that in other videos. If you want my favorite travel, I call it travel cooler, but it's the travel, when I take it on an airplane, because I don't want to squish this because it has glass. Um, but as we go into colder seasons, just being mindful as you go pick up your prescriptions, they cannot be frozen. If they are frozen, you will have to throw it away. It tells us, Eli Lilly tells us in the literature for Mounjaro and Zepbound, you'll have to throw it away. Which, how stinky winky would that be? That would be not fun. Paying all that money, fighting through the crowds to get there, that's just not fun. Not fun at all. Now, taking a right-hand turn, because I've gotten asked these questions in my free encouragement group, and I always want to give extra information too, which is linked down below, as is my blog at countessofshopping.com, your free resource for like my meal plan and a ton of free stuff on there, a bunch of articles. Many people were asking what my favorite probiotics is. Well, a couple things. One, I take a daily supplement. It's called Gem Bites. I'll link those down below. There's a 50% off your first month. It has pre and probiotics in it. So I don't take those separately anymore because I have them in the Gem Bites. But if you are looking specifically for prebiotics and probiotics, Biooptimizers is fantastic. You can use the discount code QUEEN, QUEEN, the link's down below. They have a pre and probiotic. It's P3OM. It's like P3-OM. That is linked down below for pre and probiotics. That would be a great option to be able to get. So check that out. Check that out if you're looking for pre and probiotics. And if you are like me and on the Profi train, choo-choo, many of you guys are doing Profis like I am. It's protein coffee, but I use espresso, decaf espresso. I am going to start using cold brew. I'm going to try that out and see. But Clean Simple Eats, they have a new pumpkin protein. Literally, I just ordered it. It came out yesterday. I ordered it yesterday. So I had to tell you guys, I have a discount code QUEEN. If you're wanting new protein shakes, like the pumpkin ones, and I mix these with half Fairlife milk because of higher protein and water. So they're delicious. They also had pumpkin nut butter. I didn't order that. I wanted the pumpkin thing. And then many of you guys have asked about clear protein because I'm a very high protein focused. Shooting for 125 grams of protein per day. Today, I'm not on the ball with it, so I'm like scrambling. I was at my kid's soccer game, so I'm gonna have one of these because they have 20 grams of protein in them, only 90 calories. It's the easiest way I can get protein in, and I am so full after I have it. It is not a meal replacement for me, the clear protein drinks. However, it is a great air quote snack in between, and I like sipping on it. I really, really like. I've become very drink focused. I don't know, I'm not as hungry, and so having that, and then also my collagen, that's all linked down below, because many of you guys ask. Now, you guys know my favorite chocolate protein is the Biooptimizers one. I love Protein Breakthrough. I wish they had more flavors. They don't. This is the only protein breakthrough they have is chocolate. So just FYI on that. But you can use the discount code QUEEN for those too. I'm gonna get ready to go walk Mr. Friday. If you guys did not see my best sneaker video, go ahead and check that out. I did go, many of you guys were asking if I went horseback riding. It's been a dream for decades. Literally, I've been too big to go on a horse because I was afraid I was close to the horse, and I did go. I shared some of the pictures on Instagram's Countess of Shopping Instagram, but in my stories. But I'll be doing a whole video here about it because it was truly a magical moment. This summer, like my dreams came true. I got to ride a roller coaster, which I haven't ridden roller coasters in decades. Got to ride a horse with my hot husband. We did a 2-hour trail ride, and now I feel comfortable enough to go start taking horseback riding lessons. So it's been crazy. We've been traveling a ton. My life has been like, whoa. And so I'm grateful to be here at least for the next 2 months before I travel again. Thank goodness. And so I'm excited to get back into like food stuff and food cooking. So click that like and subscribe button. You'll be seeing more of like, what am I cooking? What am I eating? Things like that, because I'm home and it won't be all to go take out food, which is what it's been when I travel. It's me bringing a lot of packaged stuff. And so it'll be more home stuff, which I'm really pumped about. So I hope today's video helped you. Don't take from my Walmart, my House of Wall, my Zepbound. Now that I've shared with you guys the secret, if you do have a friend who's starting GLP-1 medication, make sure you share this video. Sharing is caring. Your accountability question of the day is, what are you doing today to move you closer to your goal? And your emoji of the day, we do an emoji of the day because it tells me that you've made it this far in the video, and it helps me get to know viewers better by seeing your name pop up over and over. A, I'll get to know you better because I care. And then B, I'll pray over you. If you don't believe in prayer, I'll uplift you in positive thought. Our emoji of the day is a horse. I can't wait to tell you guys the rest of the story. It was so cool. It was so cool. It was magical. Truly, like, so magical. And it was the most active vacation. The accountant and I just went, the two of us together, the most active vacation I've had since I was a little girl. I went horseback riding, hiking, which is crazy because I used to hate hiking, just regular walking, swimming, like cool stuff. We did cool stuff. It was awesome. So I got to go past water, like hike to waterfalls. It was amazing. Anyway, sweet friends, I hope today's video helped you. So we'll continue the conversation back over in the private group, the private Facebook group. And if you haven't clicked subscribe here on YouTube, it's fascinating to me how many people watch but aren't subscribed. So if you watch on 2 different accounts, make sure you click subscribe on both. Because we are going to be doing a huge giveaway at 100,000 followers. And followers to me are really, I don't like that word. It's more like friends. The accountant and I have been talking about that, what we're gonna do when we hit that. It also, many of you guys have noticed that as I do weight loss, it corresponds with friends, followers, I hate that word, but followers and friends, because that's indicative to me of how many people I'm like friends with. It's not like followers like influencer thing, but more so of people of lives I get to interact with, which really means the most to me, which is why I show up here on a daily basis. So anyways, getting to that 100-pound weight loss part, but also having 100,000 follower friends here on YouTube, we're trying to figure out what to do. So if you guys have any ideas, a giveaway, a something, like what, I'm looking for ideas too. So that's your third thing to put down in the chat. Sweet friends, be kind to yourself, be kind to others. I'm Countess of Shopping, count my blessings because life is delicious. If you're working out, have a great workout right now. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Bye guys.